Quarantine? Sounds awful. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we got up here to the Peak 15 station. And this time, we'll be going out and investigating more of it. We've heard that Venezia is in the hot labs, but we don't quite know, well, one, where that is, and two, how to get there. But first, we'll go out and, well, we'll just go and talk to people. Hanolar, we've heard a lot about you.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
If you hadn't, you'd be dead too.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Venezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
We have actually heard that. Well, not heard that. We've seen how sensitive they are to biotics. I would say that it was entirely my plan to specifically use the biotics people. But no, it was just that Liara has the Venezia stuff, and, well, the Krogan are... they have a lot of history with the Rachni, so to speak. Do we have anything we can do in the quarantine labs yet? I know there is something we can do later on with the quarantine labs, but I don't know if we have access to that right now. No, we do not.
You're not part of the crew. Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre, sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Huh. So it's a quarantine lab, not because it is a lab of quarantines, but rather it is a lab that is quarantined. Not very helpful for us. I just want to make sure of where we're at. The maintenance area is actually a fairly important location, but we will not be going there quite yet. The way to progress through Novaria has a few different routes. The maintenance area is one of them, though we do have a little bit to unlock for that. The entering the restricted area is another one, but that one is quite simple. It's pretty much just you walk in there and you shoot everything. Medical Bay, this is somewhere that we have not been to as of yet. May as well go down here and we can see what we can all grab from here. Well, Dr. Cohen, we've heard about you.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please. This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
What's wrong with these people?
Accessing logs. They were in the midst of an experiment when the shutdown began.
When you were taken offline,
Without my program to administrate containment procedures, a quarantine breach occurred.
What treatments have been attempted?
I'm afraid treatment is not possible. An unknown toxin is present within the tissues of each patient.
We don't need anything right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
what do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I need full cooperation if I'm going to help. Do you want these people to live? If not, I'll walk out of here.
No, wait. It's a bioweapon. Based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Always good that this place not only is reviving ancient species that have threatened to destroy the galaxy on more than one occasion, at least one occasion. I don't know if it's more than one occasion per se. Not only are they resurrecting them back from the dead, but now they're also committing war crimes, as if that wasn't a war crime already. Which, you know, I don't think there's anything in the Geneva Conventions about, for example, bringing dinosaurs back from the dead to use as weapons.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I like Ventralis. He's a very chill dude. The dude just wants to do his job. Whoops, I don't want to go that way. And thankfully, this grate got moved. If you remember last time, that grate kind of almost glitched just out of being able to proceed without potentially having to go all the way back to the central labs. Or just, you know, no flipping. I am, of course, playing on PC. So that's an option. Is it a good option? Not necessarily, but it is an option. And I have used it before because, again, there is one part later on in the game where you do need to take out every enemy. It's one of those like, oh, this thing is too complex to activate while in combat, but the one enemy didn't spawn. And Rachni are stored pretty far outside of the map normally. And they're pretty much called in when need be.
What do you want?
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
In we go. Surely this won't go wrong. Found 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin to mix in precise quantities. As each chemical spore, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too much or too little will spoil the result. We're also just going to rob the place while we're here, because that is just what I do as a RPG protagonist. You loot every home that you can, everything that you can. There is nothing that is off limits. You take. Even if you're the good guy, it's helping the cause to save the world, or in this case, the galaxy. I forgot how to do this. Let's do that. It's just a timing game.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
We'll see about that, bitch.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Oh, of course we're turned around the wrong way. Anyways, we're not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with us. Sorry, Dr. Alice, you dumbass. Hopefully these crates are in the way, aren't they? Yeah. Good enough.
They came out of there.
Who came out of what?
The synthetics that attacked you. Venezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access, like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
So now we know that maintenance is where we can, well, where we can track the Geth from. Dr. Alice is dead as hell also. I'm going to talk to that one Solarian that we have. I wonder if he has anything to say about the fact that, because he did mention Alice. And maybe she was a phony doctor this whole time. It's possible.
Relieved. It's pleasant to see you well.
I'll see you later.
Grimly, I will hope it is so.
What's on your mind?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Dr. Alice's. Well, she was right over there. There's also our guest, Lady Venezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
I do like how they at least acknowledged that there was, well, that now she is no longer standing over here meditating, as in premeditating our murder. Apparently she's Waluigi. Why did? It's just that's my old-timey laugh.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Celestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough. That... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
Scientist is resting peacefully. Aw, how nice. Yeah, so I believe there is also one other potential solution. The big ones are just walking into the restricted area and the maintenance tunnel, which you do have to do that quest for. Well, obviously, you can tell by the fact that I'm going back to the maintenance area that I'm going to be doing the maintenance area version of getting, you know what I mean. There is a little bit more stuff in the restricted area than there is in maintenance. A little bit more loot, but less fighting, so I'm fine with that.
What?
I'll be leaving now.
Into maintenance we go. And it at least looks very cool. No pun intended, but still appreciated. If you take the restricted area, you will be fighting just a bunch of soldiers. I think it's less people here, this route, but we start off with a Arachnai soldier. It's not great. Yeah, you can weave through the secure labs of Ventralis eventually shows up. If we go to... Guards are not alerted to your presence. It's a ventilation room here. If we loop back around, at least through the restricted area, then we will get fired at, but not really my plan. Okay, you know what? I am... It's not even too early. Yeah. But I think that next time we will be taking this elevator to the restricted area. Oh, this is the end of the restricted area, that's what it is. But until then, see you guys later.